on how to publish an article like a pro. So I think someone who is a pro is a specialist in something. Like if you are a curriculumist, you have background in curriculum. If you are a planner, you have background in planning. Or if you are a historian like Jonathan, you have some background in educational planning. So in fact, I used the chat GPT I prompted it to give me a good title. So this is the title I came up with. So this is the outline of what we are going to discuss today. I'll give a reason. These are the purpose of this. This is the purpose of this presentation. I'll demystify how to write a manuscript, and which platforms are the best to publish it, so that your document is not become visible online. Then the second purpose of this presentation will be what next after this presentation. How are we going to organize ourselves into sub-themes so that we can kickstart the process, so that no one is left behind. And I'll try my best also to be in one, because you cannot write all of them. You either write one or two. So that's it's sustainable to do that. So let me go to first slide. I think this is a good question to ask, and the first thing is that it helps you to mobilize your findings, so that people from different regions or people from the same in your community of practice can read your work. And another importance of publishing is to advance your career. I've learned recently that you are promoted based on what you have published. So it's important for us to start this journey, so that it doesn't become something difficult when you have advanced in your career, and you don't have time to learn this thing. You already know it, so it's just a matter of implementing it and writing it within some days, and you are done. So another importance is it contributes to the field, to your field of maybe if you are a curriculumist, or if you are a administrator like Celestine, you are able to contribute to your body of knowledge. Then another thing is it builds a reputation, like being called a prof. It's not something everyone is. Not everyone is called a prof, but you earn it through one of the criteria is through publishing. Then another thing, you are able to influence policy and practice in your field, especially if you are doing an evaluation study, collecting data from different respondents. I've seen, for instance, Usawa Agenda is an civil society. They collect data from over 30,000 respondents, and they analyze it, and they mobilize, and they make it a public good, so that people can read it, and they influence the policy. For instance, they are now influencing the CBC here in Kenya. Then the last one is encourage collaboration. That just what we are doing now. We are collaborating as researchers from different fields. Then these are the common features of an article. The title. This entails the mostly the authors, their affiliation, and the corresponding author. So for our case here, the person who will lead a sub-theme will be an automatic corresponding author. The rest will be co-authors, but the article will belong to you, but you will be collaborating with the rest of the team. But the most part of it, you will be the one doing it. So it's important. Make sure if you are the one dominating it, you are the corresponding author. So if you are doing if you are in an organization and you are doing more of it, don't become the co-author but the corresponding. Then the abstract, mostly I've seen others is 200 words, some even are 150. So it depends with the journal policy. Then the keywords, make sure the keywords have the message in the article. Make sure you have optimized your article in such a way the keywords you are using, people from your community or practice can find you through the keywords you have indicated. So it helps in indexing and make your work searchable online. In other words, you will be optimizing your work or strategically making your work visible online. Then that part, we have the introduction. This is the site topic, the background of the study, the research problem, the objective, and the hypothesis. Also, I've seen some others indicate the theoretical framework, but I've never seen a conceptual framework, so I don't know. So it depends with the article you are reading or you are drafting. Then active voice. Make sure also it has an active voice. That this is now your views. They normally say, in your defense, they say your work doesn't have a voice. So this is what they are saying, the active voice or your views according to what you have read. Then literature review. This is optional, but for our case, we'll be doing more of a theoretical articles, so we'll need to do more of theoretical review. So this is a must for us. Then we have the methodology. So if it's a conceptual article, research design is a must. So they differ. It can be correlational, it can be sequential, it can be cross-sectional, or it can be longitudinal. But for our case, I think it will be more of a desk review design. So we'll be doing more of bibliometric analysis. We'll be using that design. Then the results, if it is empirical, you'll have to have figures, graphs, interpretation, and maybe do a bit of cross-sectional referencing. Also, if you have the data, you can do correlational matrix. But for our case, if we don't have the data, I'll explain what a method we can use to visualize it, to make it more interesting and even reader friendly. Then a conclusion is a must, which summarizes everything, and then the referencing style. For our case is APA, but I've seen English department, they use the MLA. So medicine, I've seen they are using a different referencing site method. So the next thing I would like to share is the procedure of doing theoretical and article. So this is why I don't have the conceptual part of it. So because getting the data require more ethical review, so I think I'll skip that part. So I think this is the best procedure you can use to come up with a theoretical article. And theoretical article is now, most of the time they say literature review article, something like I've heard people saying that. So I think the first procedure you can do, you can follow is maybe you can do Google Scholar. You can Google Scholar it, then find the articles, you can download them, Also, you can capitalize on chat GPT. Then you can Zotero or can help you to reference them appropriately. Then there is this software called Litmaps. It's a good one. Litmaps enable you to identify articles, peer-reviewed articles which are related. You can use it. Then we have the after doing that, you can be able to identify relevant articles and you can start reading them, make notes, then you can start to write. So I think that is the simplest procedure. On my right also, some of the tools you can use, we have the PaperPal, but you cannot this. PaperPal is, or you can take a screenshot. PaperPal is a good one. If you have time, go, maybe you can sign up. It's a good one. It will really help you in doing research. I've talked of Litmaps. Then we have the Grammarly. This one you can attach with your Word document so that it can help you to flag the spelling mistakes. I don't know why I don't use the Mendeley and Zotero. So I normally like going to Google Scholar to cite for me. So I don't know what you normally do, but that's how I do. Grammarly helped me so much to flag the spelling mistakes. This site, I have never used it, but you can note this and then you can try to explore it. Even Art Discovery, I've never used it. You can note that. I think they are good. So I downloaded this from X. So there are so many X guys there. They post a lot of information there. So the next one. So I think this is the appropriate visualization tool we can use to visualize our data, because you will be relying more on what other people have said. So you can a voice viewer is a software which was developed some years ago, and it helps you to construct or analyze bibliometric networks or documents which have documents talking about a similar thing. They are conjoined, and you'll see a network of so many. It's like a web. It's like a spider web. You see so many connections there, here and there, and the bigger the circle, the more the journals are concentrated. And the beauty about this voice viewer, they connect documents which are peer reviewed. So to you it's a plus because it helps you. It's even if you use it, it's widely accepted. So it's a good tool to use. But if you don't know how to use it, maybe you can create another time. Then we can do it practically. Then guide how now, because you know how to. Let's say you have written the manuscript. You have now the manuscript. What are the things you need to consider before sending your article to any journal? Because we have fake journals, so you have to establish whether you need to publish in a open journal, open access journal, or a closed journal. So you have to establish whether your article are in tandem with the aims and scope of that journal. Maybe you need to go and read through their policies. Is it an indexed journal? Is it in DOAJ? Is it in an African journal online? So you need to find out those things. You have to find out when are they, how many issues per year. Some are twice in a year, others once in a year. So timing is very important. Then the quality of the articles. If you download any article and it has spelling mistakes, that means the journal was not even peer reviewed, so don't publish in such. Then the last one, how do you know it's a predatory journal? So you need to go, if you search online bill list, there are so many articles there showing, indicating articles which are predatory. Yeah, it means those are the fake ones. So the genuine ones are not listed there. So if you find a journal and you scan through and you don't find it, that's a genuine one. Then there are other big data bases like Eric. We have JSTOR. There are so many. You can use them. You can visit and use them to amplify your work. Then the last part, where to publish. You can find the article on DOAJ, Directorate of Open Access Journal. You can also try Web of Science. Also AJOL, which is African Journal Online. You can also find it there. So we have local journals here in Kenya. I normally see them being posted online. So if you come across, it's good to share with your colleagues so that if there's someone with a ready article, they can publish there.